Hi, I'm Kira. Welcome to my channel. So last video I did a pack with me for Disneyland / what I'm bringing with me. This video is going to be what I brought home with me, my Disneyland haul. So once again, not a book video for this one. Hopefully soon I'll get a book video up, but just taking a little break because I really want to share these things and just have them as a memory to look back on, like what I got during this trip. So I'm doing today. It's been over a week. I am a very bad unpacker, but I am leaving for another trip in a couple days, so I need to get my suitcase unpacked with all my fun goodies from Disney so that I can repack it for this next trip. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through things in different parts. The biggest section of this video will be a pin haul because that is my main priority of things I get at the parks. They're my favorite things to get. I love trading. I love opening mystery boxes. So I have a lot to share with you in that realm. So I'm going to save that for the end because it's going to be the most fun for me and possibly the most fun for you if you like pins too. So we're going to start with everything else first. Hello, popping in because I forgot to say a couple things while filming. I forgot to mention that I only go to Disneyland like once every other year, maybe once a year if I'm lucky. And I don't typically purchase things online from the Disney store or anything in between those trips. I do the majority of my shopping in the parks. If I buy stuff, like for sure when we get to the pins part, it's gonna seem like a lot, but that's because I haven't really purchased any pins and definitely aren't able to get mystery packs for like a year. So I had to catch up. And I specifically set aside money for this trip because I knew I was going to purchase a lot of pins and some other things, so I had an idea in my mind of how much I wanted to spend for this trip and I set that aside to have for the trip. Just wanted to put that out there. Also, just something fun I forgot to share that happened on this trip. I ran into some of the Dancing with the Stars people. Going into this trip, I had seen like a couple days before we left that they were filming stuff for Disney Week. I don't watch the show, but like I know about it and stuff, and my best friend watches it, so I've heard stuff about it, but I don't actually watch it. Haven't watched it for years. But I saw on TikTok because I was seeing Disneyland stuff because I was going soon, so I was like liking things, so they were showing me Disney Week filming at the parks. So I was like, interesting. Wonder if I'll maybe see something there. Yep. Yes, I did. That's not all. It wasn't until the third day we were in the parks. I don't know if they were there the other 2 days. I didn't see anything about that, but the morning of the third day we were walking to Galaxy's Edge through Adventureland and Frontierland, and we passed by Tiana's, and I just see a bunch of cameras everywhere, and they're like a clear spot where no one is standing except for these two people filming a TikTok or something. It was Jordan Childs and her partner, I think his name is Ezra. They were just there filming some TikToks with like 3 other cameras for Dancing with the Stars behind them, and we walked right past in front of the cameras. Yeah, I looked at my mom, I was like, I think that's for Dancing with the Stars, but I'm not totally sure. Let me look up who was on the cat. Unfortunately, I did not know who Jordan Childs was. I'm so sorry. Had never seen her before in my life. So I looked it up, I was like, I think that was them. That kind of looked like the 2 people that were standing there filming the TikTok, but like not totally sure. They didn't get a super good look at them, but it looked like them. So I was like, we were standing in line for Rise of the Resistance. I was looking at the whole cast for Dancing with the Stars. I was like, yeah, that was definitely them, and I sent it to my best friend. I was like, hey, I think I just walked past these people. I'll let you know if I see something else. And then it was like a couple hours later. We were walking past Haunted Mansion and the Tiana's Restaurant Cafe Orleans, and between Tiana's Restaurant and Cafe Orleans, we spot the camera crews again, and they were clearing out that whole walkway down in the back between those 2 restaurants. They were like, people out of the way, get out of our shot, and they were walking down that way and filming a clip. It didn't actually make it. I did watch the Disney Week episode to see if anything I saw made it in. That did not make it in, but I will insert the video here that I took seeing them do that. Yeah, so that happened. That was the last I saw of them that day. And then it was like 3 o'clock. We went back to the hotel to change because we had just gotten off Tiana's and I was in the front row and got drenched. So we went back to the hotel to change, chilled there for like an hour. Walked into California Adventure through the Grand Californian entrance because that's where we were staying. So we walked through by Grizzly River Run. We walked in there, and as soon as we stepped foot into the park, we see all these people walking super fast, like this giant group of people with cameras, and these 2 people in the middle. One is holding her phone out, filming something, and I look, and who is it? Scott and Riley. Now, I know who these people are. I know Riley because of, was it last season or the season before with, what's his name from Too Hot to Handle? That literally will not leave our screens. I can't think of his name right now. This guy. I'm pretty sure they were partners, and I remember seeing a bunch of stuff with them in one of the other seasons. So I knew who she was. And then obviously I know who Scott is, because I know who Pentatonics is. I'm not that dumb. So I was like, oh, okay, that just happened. And then it was a couple hours later, and we were sitting in Cars Land waiting for the lights to turn on at night. And I was like, let me look at Riley's TikTok to see if she like posted that video she was filming. She did. It was like a little day in the life at Disneyland filming for Disney Week vlog. I am in that video. I will put the screenshot of it. If you go watch the video, like here's me and here's like proof that's the outfit I was wearing. I took this picture literally minutes after we walked past them in this moment. And if you go watch the actual TikTok, it's at the very end of the video. You can see me look at them and then turn immediately to my mom and be like, did you just see that? Because I just saw that. The timing was crazy. Unbelievable. Anyways, I just had to share that story because it is literally the craziest day of my life, probably. Like, I saw 4 people currently on Dancing with the Stars. Anyways, but yeah, I did watch Disney Week. None of the stuff I saw being filmed actually made it into the show. They all did great. Also, apparently, one of the days we were there, Kourtney Kardashian was also there. Didn't see her, though. So, crazy week at Disneyland. And I was part of it for one day. Just had to share that. And now, back to the video. I'm going to start with a couple things I purchased before actually going to the park because I went to the Disney outlet that is local to me a couple weeks before to see if I wanted to grab anything last minute, and they had 2 things I was planning to purchase in the park, but I ended up just getting them at the outlet store because they were there and I couldn't guarantee they'd still be in the park by the time I got there. Because I have been burned one too many times with that happening, of me having something in mind and then it not being there when I actually get there. So I wanted to be safe rather than sorry. So I got a couple things at the Disney outlet first, but I still wanted to share them with you because I would have purchased them in the park. The first thing is the Halloween zip up. So we have Goofy, Mickey. My favorite part is Chip and Dale on the sleeves. And then who's on the back? Donald and Pluto. If I go during a holiday like Christmas or Halloween, this is the first time I've been during the Halloween season since the first 2 times I went, when I don't remember when I was really little. But when I go during like a season, I like to get a seasonal clothing item, and I was obsessed with these designs of the characters for this year, and I love this hoodie so much, so I had to get this. There was plenty of them at the parks that I saw while I was there, and the only difference, the ones at the parks did say Disneyland Resort on this sleeve, which is a little bummer, but like I said, I had been burned one too many times. I much rather would have had this before going and then it not being there, and I don't have it at all, so still happy that I got this before, just to be safe. Then the other thing I got at the outlet store because they had it was a plushie, because I knew I was getting another plushie while I was at the park, so I figured might as well just get one now so that I don't have to worry about bringing 2 home later. And that is this little Stitch with a tree bag and kind of like dressed as a witch. He's adorable. Adding to my Stitch plushie collection. I have one for like every season now. Do I already have a Halloween themed Stitch? Yeah, this one's adorable, so I had to. Let's keep going with the clothing because that's probably the least amount of stuff I purchased. I got another surprise zip up. I'm obsessed with zip ups. Within the last couple of years, I've gotten so many. And this is one that I was eyeing my last trip, but I decided to get something else over it. So coming back this trip, I was like, okay, it's still here. I have to before it's gone. And that is the cream and like cool gray that's like almost kind of a blue in my eyes. Disneyland zip up, which just has the D on the front and then Disneyland on the back. This next thing is another thing that I went in really wanting to purchase. I had so many doubts it would be sold out by then because they released this on the 70th birthday on July 17th. I hadn't seen anyone post about it since then, so I was like, surely it's sold out. I haven't seen anyone mention it since that one day. So I didn't have super high hopes, but I was like really hoping for it because I wanted to wear it for an outfit during this trip. And so I didn't see it hanging up anywhere. Then I walked over to the t-shirt section where it's like 2 for $25 or 1 for $29, whatever. And I was looking at another shirt, and then I just briefly moved my head over And I did the biggest double take because I saw it sitting there in a pile. And that is this white t-shirt with this kind of like vintage-y design. I'm obsessed with the colors of this. I'm obsessed with the design of it. And it says Disneyland, July 17th, 1955. Visit 160 Acres of Happiness. And it has all of the opening day rides on the back. And I wanted this so bad because, fun fact, I have the same birthday as Disneyland, July 17th. So I really wanted this shirt because it has my birthday on it. And I love this design. I was very, very happy to find this. And the last clothing item, this was kind of like on a whim. I was thinking about it like the whole time we were there. I was like, okay, if I still want it the last night, then I will get it at night when I don't have a sweatshirt and I need one. And that is the Avengers Spirit jersey. So it has the Avengers logo on the front, and then Avengers with Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. A little upset that Black Widow is not on this, but that's okay. I've got Cap. But yeah, I just kept thinking about it, so I had to get it. I would have regretted it if I got to the parks next time I go and it wasn't there anymore and I didn't have it. So splurged a little on this one, but that's okay. I didn't need another Spirit jersey, but now I have it and I'm happy. That's the only clothing I got. The other plushie I mentioned I was getting that I knew I was gonna get was another one that I was debating between a couple of the Big Feet plushies last trip, and I ended up going with Rocket down here so that he can match Groot, which I had previously. But the other one I was debating on, I hadn't stopped thinking about it since the last trip, so this time I got it, and it is the Ewok Bigfoot. I am not a Star Wars girl at all. Like, I'll watch them and enjoy them, but I'm not going out of my way to watch them and obsess over them. But I love the Ewoks, and this guy is so cute and fluffy, and I'm obsessed with him. So, had to get him this time. We're gonna put him up here to sit with us for the rest of the video. The one crazy thing is I did not come home with any new pairs of ears this trip. They did release a couple around the time that I was in the park. I know the first day we like flew in and got there, that day they had released the new Pirates ears. Tried them on, didn't love how big the like center part was, the hat, so didn't end up bringing them home. And then I think either the day we left or the day after they released these, I think they're Fantasia ears, but they have like constellations and stars and moons on it, and it's very much giving Midnights by Taylor Swift, and I'm obsessed with them. I have the Disney Visa card, and I had some reward points that I didn't end up using in the parks. So today actually I placed the order for these ears, so they'll be coming soon. I also used some of my rewards points for more pins that I purchased after coming home that I didn't see in the parks, so I'll talk about those when we get to the pin part of the video. But yeah, I didn't come home with any ears, but I did purchase one pair. Alright, now we're just gonna get into some like miscellaneous things. I decided to get myself a magic band this trip because we got our tickets with the Costco deal. That included Lightning Lane every day. So I thought, I'm gonna get this so I don't have to keep pulling my phone out to scan in for Lightning Lane. So I got it. And this next trip we're going to Hawaii, and we're staying a couple days at Aulani. And I believe you can open your room door with this and also pay with this there. I will have to check. But I thought, okay, I have 2 trips back to back where this will be useful in some way, so I'm gonna get it. And I was deciding between doing a fun one like this one or a plain purple one that would go with everything. But this is the one I had wanted initially, and I was like, I'm gonna get bored of a plain one. So I got the Scarlet Witch one. What does it say? It says, I have everything under control on the band. Love this. Very happy with the purchase. It is definitely worth it if you have Lightning Lane. Then I developed a new obsession for the mini mix-its. They are adorable. So I got Pascal and Eeyore. I got Pascal the first day because I knew I wanted to get him for my Rapunzel themed outfit. I don't love the hats, but I think they're so adorable without them, and they're so easy to put on your bag strap because of this. Unlike new emos where you have to like put a rubber band around them, these are so much easier and honestly kind of cuter. I was iffy about them switching out the new emos to these, but now that I've seen them in person and used them, obsessed. So I have Pascal, and then the last day I got Eeyore. I almost got Pua too, but I did not need to get a third one for this trip. I had to get my boy Eeyore. Then another random thing I saw this on TikTok before the trip. I was like, oh my gosh, if they have that, I need it. And it is the High School Musical Wildcats keychain. So it's like a room tag, says we're all in this together. And then charm says Wildcat. Obsessed. I wish they had a Hannah Montana one, but they didn't, sadly. Every trip we always get an ornament. I don't know when this tradition started, if it started with our first trip or maybe our second trip. I know for sure we got one on our second trip ever. And then since then, I'm pretty sure I've gotten one ornament every trip. And this one, me and my mom decided we should probably get a 70th anniversary one. And this one was so pretty. So we got the ear hat with Minnie and Mickey. And the ears have different icons. So Small World, got the pal around. Yeah. I love the Grizzly River statue there. And then Matterhorn. It's so cute. So love that. Then I got the California Adventure Starbucks You Are Here mug, Discovery Series mug, because last trip we got the Disneyland one, but we didn't step foot in the Starbucks in California Adventure last trip. So this trip I wanted to make sure we went and grabbed it. So I have the matching set. And I love the colors on this one. Have those. And then my mom also got herself a mug. She got the I'll put a picture in here. She used it this morning, so it's in the dishwasher right now, so I didn't want to grab it out and bring it down here, but it's the Disneyland logo with the letters as the characters. So she loved that one, so she got that one, but mentioning it here because I will also be using it, so it's kind of mine too, but she purchased it. Also, with the Magic Band for the 70th, they have all these different places to go pick up some like little postcard ticket things, and so I got those. There's so many of them, I don't even know. And so I got some of them by myself, and then this person came up to us where we were sitting at one of the shops outside, and they handed us this bag with all of the little tickets, and like we come here like once a week and we do all of these things, and then we find someone to give them to, and so they gave it to us, and so I have a ton now, which was so nice of them to do that and to do it every week for other people too. Have that. Grabbed some maps for journaling, and then we did the Animation Academy and we did Oogie Boogie. I will show you mine. Here he is. Last thing before the pins is another one of my favorite things to get at the parks, which is postcards from the Wonderground Art Gallery and also Off the Page, I think it's called, that's connected to Animation Academy in California Adventure. I love them. I love hanging them up everywhere. I have a bunch on my gallery wall there and over here. They're just super fun, and I have a whole bag full of ones that aren't hung up right now. It's definitely a hit or miss if there's good ones. Like last trip, Wonderground had barely any postcards. I don't know if it's because they had just redone it and they were still like getting things together, but there was a lot more options this trip, and then Off the Page also had a lot of good options. So I have a ton to show you. So I got this Beauty and the Beast one, Stitch writing a bunch of different rides. I got this Small World with Minnie and Mickey, another Beauty and the Beast, this 100 Acre Woods. I was deciding between this and another Winnie the Pooh one, but I like this one a little bit better. The Pixie Hollow Fairies. Then I got these kind of like matching ones of Disneyland and California Adventure. I love the design of these. This one might be my favorite one. I love this style. Nightmare for Christmas, all the characters. I got a couple for my bestie for Christmas, so I'm not going to show you those in case she's watching. And then this one was actually in the Marvel store. I forget what it's called, the new Marvel store. It was the only postcard in there, and it was this one for Wakanda Forever. And then in the Emporium, they had these smaller postcards that were a lower price as well. So I got a couple of those ones. There's this one, cute pink one, and then like a little map one. Now, I'm gonna take a quick break to organize all of the pins I got. I'm gonna try and put like the mystery box sets together, and then also like the ones I traded for and such all together. So give me a minute, I'll be right back. Okay, I have sorted out all of the new pins I have based on whether they're ones I got from trading or they are separated by the mystery box set that they came in. I'm going to actually start with like the open edition pins I got. I'm just going to randomly grab in this bag and show you what we got. So have this Ariel. I got the Belle version of this last trip and I loved the design and wished I had gotten the other ones I saw. So I saw they had Ariel this time. I feel like they had like maybe a Jasmine one last time I was there, but I didn't see it. Or another princess. I feel like there was at least 3 I saw last time. I only saw Ariel this time, so I got her. This Lock, Shock, and Barrel pin, which I realized is very similar to another pin I have. It's not the exact same, but it's very similar, but it's okay. I love these guys. I love that they're doing more Emperor's New Groove pins. It's one of my favorite movies, and so they had this Squeaky Squeak, Squeaker Squeakin' Kronk and the squirrel. Pick that up for the collection. And then this one is gorgeous. It's the winter scene from Beauty and the Beast. Amazing. You can probably tell who my favorite characters and what my favorite movies are based on my pins. Because I really only purchase for my collections. I have a pin for the bestie's birthday, so I'm also not going to show you that in case she is watching. There weren't any really good Rapunzel and Flynn pins, but I really wanted to get one because I feel like I get one every year. I have two other pins with them in similar positions. It's like they don't switch them up, but it's different. It was different enough for me to want to get it and add it to my collection. So this is one Rapunzel and Flynn with Pascal. Then I got this power line. They had a bunch of different portraits like this for all the princesses. I just got Tiana because I liked that one the best. I almost got Rapunzel too, but it wasn't my favorite. I got this Stitch 25 Years of Trading with a little pin board. And then I got this Disneyland 70th with Minnie and Mickey. This might be my favorite one. It's a license plate that says I trade pins, California, Disneyland, and it says July 55 up top too. Then for the Halloween ones, I got the mini one because she's my favorite design of them. I think there's a Stitch one too, but I didn't see it in the parks. And I got this the first day we were there, and by the last day I was trying to get it for my bestie too because she said she wanted that one. Could not find it anywhere. Also, when they dropped these online on the Disney store, I did purchase this, but it got lost in the mail and they didn't have any left in stock to send to me again. So I got refunded, and thankfully they had them at the park. So I finally got my pin. Then they also had a bunch of like crowns for the different princesses. I got two. So I got Tiana and then Rapunzel. This one is so pretty. I was gonna get the Belle one too, but I didn't love it enough. And this might be my favorite pin that I got. It's definitely one of them. It is the Superhero Transformations. It is the Captain America one. I just think this is so cool. And Cap is my favorite, so I had seen this before going to the park. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need that. And then I have 3 open edition pins on the way to me right now. I tried so hard to get the Pooh and Heffalump pin of the month pin because I love Heffalump. Heffalump was my favorite Winnie the Pooh movie growing up, and I really wanted that pin, but there was like 10,000 people in the queue to purchase it, so I had no chance, sadly. And I don't think they're ever gonna restock those. So to fill the void, I purchased this Winnie the Pooh and I think Piglet and Eeyore is on it too, Christmas pin, because they had those out already. So I filled the void with that one. And then today, along with the ears that I purchased, I still had some extra rewards points left over, so I got 2 new pins. This Stitch elf pin. Is he an elf? I don't know. It's already left my brain from this morning. And then they had a new Hercules pin and a new Meg pin. I only got the Meg pin because she is holding a vase that has Hercules on it, and I didn't need another just Hercules pin. I only got the Meg one. Anyways, let's now get into the mystery boxes and pins I traded. It's a lot. Mystery boxes are my all-time favorite thing to do. Literally ever. I could do it all day, every day, for all time, and not get bored. I'm gonna go first with all the sets that I am keeping all of them, that I have all of them from. I didn't trade any of them away yet. Some of them are going to be traders still, but I just didn't get a chance to trade them away. First, I got one of the new Groot Marvel letters, Groot dressed up as different Avengers, and I was hoping for either Captain America or Spider-Man. There might have been a Black Panther one, which I would have been happy with as well, but I got the E, which is Groot as Spider-Man. He's so cute. This box only comes with 1 pin since there's only a total of 6 pins in the whole set, and it's a little cheaper than they normally are. It's also very sparkly, very cute. Next, I got the Stitch Polaroid set. I got 1 box of it last trip, so I wanted to get another box to hopefully not get any duplicates and get more, and I did. I actually got my top 2 choices from the box, which are the snowman with Lilo and Stitch and Stitch taking a picture of the frog. I got these 2 to add to the Polaroid collection. I didn't get any more because I didn't want to risk a chance of getting duplicates when I had such great luck already. Then I always get a dated pin for the year I go. I didn't love any of the like open edition ones, so I got the mystery box set of the dated pins, and I got the Dumbo one, which I did have this in my trading book. Still unsure if I'm going to keep this or not because I don't really need 2, dated pins from the same year, but like I'm not upset with it. And then favorite one that I will for sure be keeping as my dated pin is Tink. This one's very small though compared to the other ones. I also picked up one of the 2025 Hidden Mickey bags, and in that one I got the St. Patrick's Day Goofy, which I will be putting this in my traders. Didn't have an opportunity to get rid of it this trip. And I also got the Jiminy Cricket 25 Years of Trading. I don't love Jiminy Cricket, but I do like this style of the pin. I will be keeping it for the 25 Years of Trading aspect. I also got the 70th Anniversary mystery box. One of them was the Tiki Bird, and the other one was probably my second favorite one I wanted, Lightning McQueen. This is somehow my first Cars pin. I've never gotten a Cars pin before for some reason. Either I've just never seen. I did see a couple this trip, but I didn't love them. Obsessed with this one. Starting the Cards collection off strong. If you haven't noticed, Stitch is my favorite character ever. And so when I saw they came out with like the Stitch Attack Snacks mystery bag that they did for like the monthly pin last year or the year before or something, I was so excited to get it this trip. So this pack has both Stitch and Angel in it. So I got Stitch with the churros, Stitch with the candy apple, Stitch with the gingerbread men, which I actually did get the full-sized versions of Stitch and Angel with the gingerbread men last trip, but that mini one is so cute. And then I got Angel with the churros and Angel with the Dole Whip. So keeping all of those, obviously. And then the last pack I have of ones that I didn't trade any off of are, I got 3 boxes of the mini mix-its. I actually didn't open them until I got home because I got a box for my bestie too, so I waited, because I got them the last night, so I waited till the next day when I was going to see her to open them together. But I was looking everywhere for these boxes. Every time we passed the store, I would glance and look for the box because it was like the only all white box of the mystery boxes. So I kept looking everywhere just to see if I saw a white box. And then finally, the last night, we were walking out of California Adventure and we were doing our last run of the stores, and it was in the store that is right next to the bathrooms and like the little food market. They're on the end cap, I think. There was like 8 boxes of them. The first time I had seen them the whole trip. And then as we were leaving Disneyland and doing our last run through of like the Emporium and stuff, there was like 5 boxes, I think, in the Emporium too. Those are the only 2 times I had seen them. So I was only gonna get 2 for myself, but I knew I would regret it if I didn't get at least 3, and now I wish I'd gotten 4 so we could try and complete the whole set. But unfortunately, I only got 3 boxes. So first one we have is Daisy with like the little starfish hat, Pluto with the gargoyle hat, and these pins are a very good size. Like, they're pretty big, which I was surprised by. Mickey with a little bird costume. This was one of my favorites, is the white rabbit with a teacup. Then my number 1 pick, Pascal, obviously, with the lantern hat. And then I did get a duplicate of that one. So I have 2 of these guys. One will be traded, and the bestie got a Pascal as well and a white rabbit. I really wanted the Pua one, but hopefully I'll be able to trade it at some point, maybe. We'll see. Now going on to the packs that I don't have as full sets anymore because I traded 1 or 2 away. We're gonna start with the toys in a box. I got Cheshire Cat, which I will be keeping because I do have a little Cheshire Cat Alice in Wonderland collection going, and he is adorable. The other one I got was Jiminy Cricket, but I did trade it away for something, which I will tell you later. Then I got another set of the Pixie plush because that's like one of my favorite mystery bags that they've ever come out with. They're so adorable. I love all of them. The ones I was looking for was Bolt and Scrump. Those were the 2 I was really looking for because my other favorites I had already gotten, which was Coda, Chicken Little, and Pascal. I was looking for those other ones. I did get a duplicate Pascal in this set. I also got a duplicate Miko, but I did trade the first one I got away to a cast member, so I only have 1 left, and I'll say I might keep him. He is cute. I just don't have a collection to put him in, so we'll see. We'll see. Then Pumbaa. Also unsure if I will keep him or not, but we'll see. One I'm definitely keeping is Mushu. I love Mushu. This one is so cute. And then I need to look up who this is because it could be 2 different characters, but I have no idea which one it is for sure. So give me 1 second while I look it up. The last one in that set I got was Oliver from Oliver and Company. and I don't have a collection for that. So I was gonna trade it, but then I was thinking, hold on, my bestie just got an orange kitten, so I'm gonna give this to her for Christmas. And I did show her already because I was showing her all my pins, and I was like, do I show you this one or do I keep it a secret? And then I just showed her. So this will be going to the bestie. And then the final set I got was I got 2 of the Disney Ducks sets because I'm obsessed with them. I also am now driving a Jeep, my mom's old Jeep, so I want to somehow put some of these in the car. Figure that out later. I have 9 out of 10, so I only traded 1 away, which was a duplicate, and I have 1 more duplicate, which I will show you right now. That is Goofy. I got 2 of these guys, 1 in each set that I purchased. And then I also had a duplicate of the Daisy one, but I traded that one away. Also got Donald, which I could see myself possibly trading, but I also kind of want to keep him because he actually is a duck with the Daisy. Another one I had in my traders was the Marie one, just because I'm not a huge Aristocats fan or Marie fan. I don't have any other Marie pins. It's cute, but it's also kind of plain compared to the other ones. Then these next 4 I'm for sure keeping. Flounder, Cheshire Cat, Tigger, and finally Tinkerbell. I was opening these in front of my mom, and my mom's favorite character is Tinkerbell, and she gasped when I opened this one. Now we're gonna move on to ones I traded for. So first I did the shadow box trading in Tomorrowland for the first time ever. So basically what it is, you purchase a mystery bag and then you have to bring the bag and the receipt with you to the cast member working at the shadow box, and they will check that you purchased that bag that day, and then you have to trade. Like if you get the Disney Ducks, that's a set of 5, then you're able to trade for something that's also a set of 5 in there. It doesn't have to be the same exact set, it just has to be another set of 5. And there's ones for sets of 2 and sets of 1. So I did one for a set of 5 and a set of 2, and for that one I purchased the Toys in a Box and traded the Jiminy Cricket and the Disney Ducks and traded my extra Daisy. I actually went up to the cast member before purchasing something to see if there actually stuff I wanted in it, and they had like 2 of my highest wanted mystery box pins, and one of them is from the 70th box, and it is the Stitch. I was saying if I didn't get this one in the mystery box, I was gonna get the open edition version of the Stitch one, but then I saw this in the shadow box. I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna get that. And thankfully both of these were still there in like the 5 minutes it took me to quickly go get the pin sets and come back. And then my holy grail, I think, from the trip, I was able to trade the Jiminy Cricket for the Bolt Pixie plush. He's so cute. I'm so happy I was able to get him. Then I traded a cast member for this little Dale pin, which I'm pretty sure is real. It looks very real to me. It's very tiny though. Super cute. I traded another cast member for the Black Widow t-shirt from the 2024 mystery bag set, maybe? She had this one and Iron Man. Had to get my girl Black Widow. And then maybe another holy grail. This was on the pin board in the pin trader store in Frontierland, and I'm like almost 100% confident this is real, which I don't know how. Like someone must have just traded this, but it is a Tigger Tsum Tsum, and if you know, there is a ton of fake Tsum Tsums on the pin boards, but this one is like the right thickness, and the back has no issues. The front doesn't have like any dips in it or anything. No idea, but very happy with this trade. Okay, these next 2. One is definitely fake and one I'm pretty sure is fake. But if I like a pin enough, I'm gonna keep it. I don't care if they're fake or not. They're just gonna go in my collection and to look at on my pin boards. This was on a cast member's little pin pouch thing I traded for this mini munchling. What even is she? Some kind of breakfast sandwich? She's cute. We'll be keeping. I'm pretty sure it's fake. There's some like, there's some divots in the sides. It does have a diamond on the back, so maybe it's real and just was a bad quality one. I'm not sure, but I will be keeping it. Not gonna put it back on the board. This one, I'm like 100% sure it's fake. But it was our last day and it was late at night and I hadn't traded anything at that point in the day. So I was like, I want to make at least one trade for the last day. And so I saw this on the Space Mountain exit pin board. I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna trade for it, and it's this little magic lamp. Whatever, it'll be a good filler for my Jasmine collection, I guess. Like, I just wanted to trade for something, you know? But yeah, definitely 100% sure this is fake. But like I said, I don't care. I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna put it back on the board. I'm not that person. I have plenty of other fake pins that I traded because I just liked them enough. But yeah, that's all I got from the parks this trip. It's very bright out now. Sorry about that. Now I get to go put away all of these pins on my boards, and I definitely do not have enough space. I just got new pin boards so I can have more space. These are definitely not all gonna fit on them. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will hopefully be getting a new book video out soon. The next one might be November TBR. We'll see what happens. I do have at least one reading vlog in the works right now, but it's gonna take a little bit to get it done, so probably not gonna see that very soon. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you again soon.